Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, this is a question that I get a lot, and I don't really enjoy making these type of videos just because sometimes these type of things get superficial on a certain level. But before we get into it, I want to say thank you to the Blessed Tribe, Blessed Business Tribe, and the Patreon. And if you've seen the Singles House and the scripted show titles, and you want to see more of those things on this channel and even more interviews and experiences with me and a cast, make sure you join the Patreon. It's patreon.com/Tony Gaskins. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. So, hey, listen to me now. What is a man looking for? Now, listen, we're talking about a grown man. And one thing that a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people, especially women, do not realize that all grown men think alike. There are small, slight differences and changes, but there's a through line. Grown men, real men, healthy men, men who desire to be faithful to one woman, men who desire to be married, men who desire to be a good father if he has children. That is the type of man that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about your addict. I'm not talking about your grown boy. I'm not talking about your thug. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about a real man. Now, see, listen. There are some things that women do that some women say they're doing it for themselves. And on some of those things, that's a lie. Now, if you're eating healthy, you're doing that for yourself. If you're sleeping, you're doing that for yourself. If you're drinking a gallon of water a day, you're doing that for yourself because you live in your body and you want a healthy, functioning body and you want a long life. Now, when we're talking about lip filler, cheek filler, nose jobs, ear jobs, BBLs, tummy tucks, these things are because we realize there's judgment and that there is a bar and that people are saying this is attractive, this is unattractive. Because that's why cavemen didn't do nothing. The reason I cut my hair is for you, not for me. Because I don't care how burly and bushy my hair is, but I know you will look at me and look down on me if I don't take care of my hair, my skin, my teeth, and so on. So a lot of things we do is to assimilate into the world and for other people because there's judgment and because there's beauty standards. Adam and Eve was naked. So we put on clothes for other people because of the rules and the ways of the world. So what you have to do is if you're changing your body, if you're changing your look, if you're doing these different things, if you're sleeping with somebody and you're not married to them, you got to ask yourself, are you truly doing this for you? Or are you doing it because of the pressure from society? Get to the root of that. Now, to make this thing simple, not everybody will have children. Not everybody will have children. Most men, especially heterosexual men, want children. I don't know what men who are not heterosexual want. I don't know. But I noticed that even a lot of those men who are not heterosexual adopt children or get a surrogate. And so, but most heterosexual men who are ready to mature and settle down and be married want to have children. Most. There may be 20% at the most, I would say, that don't want children. And that may be just because of personality, situation, or work-life balance, just their career, or underlying sexuality confusion, and just not knowing if he's gonna stay with that woman or be with women his whole life. Those things those things come into play with men. So now understand this. When a man is looking for a woman, a real man, a real man is not focused on how much money a woman makes. Now, is she willing to work is a different question from how much does she earn. So if a woman is willing to work, meaning she's not waiting to be rescued, when she is an adult and she is independent or supposed to be independent, she will go get a job. That could be a clerk at a 7-Eleven, or it can be an astronaut. To a real man, it does not matter how much she makes. It does matter what she does. So a woman who is in an industry of selling her body and using her body as bait or objectifying herself, that will cost her a real man, because a real man values a woman's body as a temple, as something that is precious and something that is private, and that certain areas should only be shown in certain settings. Like a bathing suit at the beach is okay, but a thong walking around a club is a different thing. So a man is going to look at that. Is she willing to work? What type of work does she do? And what does it say about her? So if she's stripping, a real man who is ready, he's not going to feel she is ready. Not going to hate her or despise her or mistreat her or trash her out, but it's just like, hey, he knows men and he knows what men are doing in those places and how men are seeing those women. And for her to be in that place, he may not feel like that's a fit. Now, the other thing is, a real man doesn't really care where a woman lives, who she lives with. Having a roommate, living with mom and dad, living by herself, that doesn't really matter to a man, because a man is coming in a woman's life to team up with her. So a man knows when he gets with her, then she's gonna move out of her roommate's place when they get married, when it's that time, or her parents' place. So that also doesn't matter to a real man. Grown boys make a big deal about a woman's salary and about the car she drives and about the place she lives. A real man knows that doesn't define a woman. And he's also looking for a woman who doesn't define a man by those things. So a real man is looking at a woman the way God sees her, and he's looking for a woman who looks at men the way God sees us. So if a man does not judge a woman by her income or by her living situation, then he doesn't want a woman who judges him by those things. Ambition is necessary. It is needed. Now, if you are complacent, if you are dependent, that's something totally different. You can have a roommate without being dependent. That just can make sense at that season, because why spend all this money being by yourself when you have someone you can live with and you can help pay the bills, but you can stack money and you can get in a better financial position for your future, especially for when you get married. That makes more financial sense than trying to prove a point by living on your own if you don't have to. Now, if you need to, then great. More power to you. Now, a man is also this key thing that a man is looking for. So ambition is one. Integrity and character, that all goes right there. That all goes right there. CIA, the CIA, character, integrity, ambition. Just made that up right there. I might have said that before in another video, but I don't know. And now the other thing is, a man sees a woman, even if you're not going to be a mother. If a woman cannot have children, if she doesn't want to have children, a man sees a woman as a mother figure, not for him, but in the world, to the world, in life, just like Mother Nature. A woman is a mother, meaning she is a caregiver, she's a nurturer, she is someone with a heart. And so what a man is looking for in a woman is, can she be a role model to a little girl? Can she be a role model to a little girl? And can she be an example to a young boy of what a good and real woman looks like? Can she be a role model and an example to the youth? Now, just that question, it lumps in a whole lot. It lumps in a lot. So what I want you to do is take and make a list of women. Take and make a list of 10 celebrity women. And then ask yourself, would I let this woman mentor my daughter? And that will tell you who you see as wife material, wife ready, and who you see as just a woman or a woman in progress, in process. And if you're a man, that's one thing. If you're a woman, that's one thing. And then you also have to take into account your upbringing, your belief system, because somebody from a certain area may say, and well, for the sake of, celebrities, big name people, we could say those names. Let's say Cardi B, and then let's say Michelle Obama. And just on the outside looking in, people can make a judgment. But you have to really get to know those people and then see where they operating from and see where they are. Because guess what? I've met women who look like and talk like or carry themselves like a Cardi B, and they have more standards for their body than some women who look and carry themselves like Michelle Obama. So the other thing that a man will do is he will look within. He will inquire within, because he knows that women come in all different sizes, shapes, and packages, and origins, and accents, and colors, and all different types of things. So a real man will look within. He won't just write a woman off based off of her appearance alone. Now, if there's enough signs and enough things he can see to make a call, then he may say, okay, yeah, it's not a fit for me. So think about that, realize and understand that now. And this is something that is very real. It's very real. And so when a man gets to this place, he's saying, I want a woman who has character, who has integrity, who has ambition, and who is motherly, meaning a role model. One of the things that a man despises is a woman who loves to argue, loves to debate, a quarrelsome woman. The book of Proverbs talks about a quarrelsome woman and saying that it is better to live in the corner of a shack or the corner of a house than to be with a quarrelsome woman. Others, you may call it nagging. That's one of the things that, it could be a personality thing. It could be something that a woman was with an immature man and she felt like she had to mother him and like raise him and just always on him nitpicking. It could be one of those things. And so something of that sort. And because of that, that'll run a man off quick. A woman who is too needy, that's another thing that'll run a man off quick. Meaning just like a super duper clingy, babyish, needy woman. Because that woman is more so chasing the man. And when you chase something, it runs. Now, a woman who is independent, but she knows how to be interdependent, meaning she could go do her own thing, be her own person, do all of this. And when she's with her man, she's with her man. And when she's not with her man, she's not with her man. She's not chasing him. She's not bugging him. She's not insecure. She's not jealous. She is walking in her strength. She's not questioning him about who you looking at, who you talking to, where you going, who you texting, who you on your phone. She's not doing any of that. That right there makes a man go crazy for a woman in a good way, because she is confident. She knows who she is. If you're looking over there, she's not focused on watching you to see where you're looking. She looking straight ahead where she walking, so she don't walk into a pole. If you looking this way and looking that way, she don't even really pay attention to that unless it's right in front of her. You standing in front of her and you looking at something and she see it. But she's not operating from a place of insecurity or jealousy or control or nagging. And what this means is she has done the work to realize that her ex was toxic. Her ex was controlling. Her ex was narcissist. Her ex was this. Her ex was that. And she realized that is not a real man. That is not love. That is not a healthy relationship. So let me not treat the next person as if they are the last person. And that's what a man is looking for in a woman. He's looking for an emotionally intelligent woman who knows who she is. And that's that. And so listen, I did not have the book in my hand, but I'm going to mention this, and I should have said it at the top, but I'm going to mention another one. I actually have a book, and I want you to get it. It's on emotional intelligence. It's on emotional intelligence. It's written by Brother DB. Check the link in the description and get that book. If it's not here, you're going to see it when I post it, and I want you to get that book. But to learn about emotional intelligence, and this men and women, because I know men watching this too, because a lot of men don't know what to look for in a wife. So it's going to be some men watching this too and being quiet. If you're a man, speak up in the comments now. And of course, this video could be an hour. This could be a full day teaching. There's going to be little variations and stuff like this. But if a woman is cool, calm, and confident, cool, calm, collected, she knows who she is, great personality, great conversation,